I just got done putting my boy down for bath time. I'm dadding out tonight, meaning I'm the only parent around, so I gotta stick around here. I've worked a lot of nights this week, but I have some cool stuff that I wanna do that I think will be fun. So we're not gonna work, even though this is technically me trying to work. We are going to mess with Mad Max because I'm really excited to do that. So the main things I got, this package. 2 things for Mad Max that should be really sick. And then a bunch of other stuff will probably wait. But first, I did something that I think is kind of cool out in the garage. So we're gonna go check that out quick. All right, this is what I did. Okay, keep in mind, my garage is not sick, it's a shed. So these will look a lot cooler if you have a cool garage. But check this out. Odin's car, Mad Max, mountain bike. Neighbor homie Ezra wanted to rip the go-kart. He saw it hangs up back there on that hook. He saw that and wanted to rip it, so we got it out today. And then of course, my little moped bike here, 200. But what I did that's sick, check these out. These are super sick. So I wall mounted the chargers, and of course, they plug into Mad Max. So if I want to be done charging, I unplug it, and then check this out. I just take the cord, wind, and then, oh gosh, am I gonna be able to do this one-handed? Probably not. So I'm just gonna wind this up, toss this through here, and then check this out. This just plugs right into here, and now your wall mount charger is freaking dialed and clean. Mad Max is looking so good, dude. It is dialed. Just gonna walk with it. Yeah, so pretty much correcting the wiring on Mad Max. Super sick vibe. We cleaned it up a lot. Definitely should film that, but like I said, I was like pretty burnt out. But no, it's super sick. So now the next step, I wanted to be able to take it out, and about, and like not worry about it getting stolen. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. Then the other thing I'm kind of bummed about is this clamp configuration here. I think I can clean this up a bit, so we're gonna try to do that too. And then this thing will be as clean as it can be for ripping around, dude. Getting more miles on it. The more miles, the better off I'll be, All right, obviously, there's junk everywhere. Not junk, actually. Most of these tilt boxes are filled with either prototype decks for tilt or parts from the factory for the 3D printed model. That's too worky. We're gonna keep it fun. We're gonna work on Mad Max. So what do I wanna do first? Let's open a couple of these up because I'm pretty fired up. Oh, and check out on how my baby's doing. Oh, dude, he's out. Sick, he's already asleep. Good for him. First thing I'm excited about. I wanted a lock that wasn't like big and cumbersome. One second. I wanted a lock that wasn't big and cumbersome because I feel like the best lock is the one that you use and the best scooter is the one that you use. So I tried to get something that I thought would be pretty mellow, quite frankly, not very secure. And that way, we still have a good aesthetic and I don't have to carry a bunch of poundage in locks. Yo, you could definitely just cut this with some wire cutters. But the idea is, it's a freaking bar end. So you slide this into the handlebars and it's just a bar end. So then when you want to use it, you slide it out. Okay, so you open the lock, plug this in, hit this button. Now it's locked. Definitely like a stop for coffee deterrent. There ain't much here that's going to stop somebody. But that leaves the second thing. So this is a GPS tracker LTE SIM. And what you do, you keep this fob on you. And as long as this key fob's on you, it knows. And it doesn't message you or anything. If it moves or vibrates or anything without the key fob, it starts calling you, blowing up your phone, tracks the location, everything like that. And that's pretty gas. So I'm thinking that we either double side tape this or 3D print this onto the scoop. So let's do this first because it's easy. And I'm gonna have to design a mount for this anyways. And even though it makes sense to design the mount and then do this while it's printing, this sounds more fun and we're trying to have fun today. So this does mean that I have to get rid of the tilt bar ends. And that's just a little sad. That's a freaking lock, dude. I mean, it ain't gonna stop much, but it's a lock. It's pretty sick. It sticks out. My other one does not, so maybe I should get the version of the tilt bar end that actually comes out of the end here, because that way it'll match and stick out a little bit. But I like that. In terms of locks, fire. So then, where the heck is this thing gonna fit? Okay, I gotta go charge this. Shit. So I guess while that's charging, the only other thing I want to do is work on the handlebars. What I want to do with these handlebars is I want to flip this clamp. Because if you see, this clamp goes like down, then there's a riser, this metal, this shiny piece here, and then the handlebars go up. So it's all kind of like inverted and weird. If we go look at the 3D print, the clamp goes up, then the clamps mount directly to that, and then this goes up, and it's just a much nicer like shape. So I think Mad Max, even with those round headlights, will look a lot better if I can invert that clamp, remove that riser, and then potentially get handlebars, where am I? Get handlebars that are more flat. I think that'll like help the vibe a lot. Is it a good use of time and energy? Yeah, because it's keeping us hyped. So of course it's a good use of time and energy. What else would we be doing? Something practical? Sounds boring. Yo, that's so much sicker. Like, what? Not gonna lie, I'm debating taking the bars off the 3D print. Because now that this is so much higher rise, I can't get the wire routing correct. I just put the scooter on the stand. I made myself do a quick cleanup. I even drilled the safety pins on that top clamp. We're gonna check it out for the first time. It's so much better. I think they kind of work. Yeah. Dude, look how much cleaner the cockpit is. So much better. That's sick. Getting rid of that riser right here makes it look so much cleaner. And now we have the little up right here and the little up right here. I think these bars could actually use a little bit more rise, but not this much. This is too much. See how funny this looks now? I even put these bars, which were on that, up here. These ones look a little too much rise. These ones on here, I think they look just like a tiny bit too flat. I could probably measure the rise of this clamp and then find bars that are close to that rise of that clamp, and I think that would make that look pretty good. So sick. I'm gonna rotate it quick because I kind of want to see it like from a front angle. So let's see if we can make that happen. You probably can't see it on video because there's so much stuff in this room, but dang, that thing is sick. All right, my work here is done. Gotta go to the hardware store tomorrow. Get those 2 bolts, bolt the stem on the rest of the way. I'll catch you guys later. Damn, it's pretty sick.